Welcome back to our 14-day hip and hamstring stretch. Today I'm going to guide you through another yin practice. So the first one we're coming to is actually quite strong. It's a good idea to do this when you're a little bit more warmed up, like after a workout. So we're going to come into a frog pose. You can use a blanket or a towel, or just roll up your mat like this to give your knees a bit of extra padding. So with frog pose, we're essentially looking like a frog. We're bringing the knees a little bit wider. And you're just walking your knees away from each other until you feel like you can't go any further. You're going to feel that stretch here into the groins, into the inside thighs. And you want to bring your feet a little bit wider so they're just in a straight line directly back from your knees. Perhaps you just stay here on your palms and you're already feeling that tightness in your hips. And see if you can relax that tension and relax your hips. If this is too much for your wrists or you feel like you can go a little further, it could come down to your elbows. And we're going to hold here for 10 breaths. Focus on your breaths to make this pose a little bit easier. Long deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose, and using the breath to help you open up. So it's like when you inhale, you're feeling all those tight spots in your groin, in your hips expand. And then when you exhale, all that tension can start to melt away from your hips. And all the places where you weren't aware you were holding tension, they start to soften a little bit more. By this time, your hips are probably feeling quite uncomfortable, but see if you can breathe through that discomfort. Just hang in there a little bit longer. Three more breaths. To come out of the pose, we're being really gentle, especially after this really strong and deep stretch. So we want to walk the hands back in. You can bring your feet a little closer towards each other first, bending your knees a little bit more, and then just shuffle and inch your knees towards each other. 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter at a time. Okay, and now from here, just bring your knees together, sit back towards your heels, come into a child's pose for a moment. Letting your shoulders and your elbows relax forward. You can take little shakes of your hips side to side. Releasing that tension, bringing some blood flow back into your hips, into the groins.